Laycon Officiso Jr. Laycon Officiso Jr.
No,
My God.
Laycon Oshifeso.
Laycon Officiso.
Oshifeso.
Oshi.
Yeah, Oshife.
Oshifeso.
Yes.
Laycon Osifeso.
No.
Damn it. Damn it. I was so close. Woo! All right, everybody. It's your boy, Mawan, here at Dash Radio on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Today, we got an international star.
That's good,
man. I wanted to say, like, one of the top artists out of Nigeria, for sure. Dominating the charts globally. Lojay, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
I can't lie. I feel like you're cheating the audience of this view of just like the street.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Like you guys can't see this, but like we can see the whole street.
Yeah, it's kind of like there used to be a show on MTV called TRL.
Okay.
And the idea was they had all these big stars would come in Times Square and they would be in a window.
Oh
so
yeah,
people,
I think I saw that one time.
Yeah, so people would line up around Times Square to see who they're gonna have.
Who's gonna...
So it's that idea, you know. And
yeah, I like that.
we only talk to people. At least personally, I only like to talk to people who are very good and very accomplished. And you are a lot of both. Man, we gotta. Okay, I want to start this off with a gift I want to give you.
Really?
I give every artist the album from my CD collection.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah, so you got a CD actually right underneath your desk. Underneath it on the left. Right there. You feel that?
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, I do.
This is yours to keep. Let me know if you rock with this album.
Oh, my God. We got that Chris Brown X.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
So
this
you
is actually dope.
Yeah, you have an interesting, what a manifestation. So you grew up inspired by him, right?
Yeah, I always love his record. Like, I mean, I feel like everybody listens to Chris Brown. Everybody like connected with Chris Brown in one way or the other. Like even if you didn't listen to his music, like you loved him dancing or you watched his movies.
Absolutely.
Or like probably watched him play ball sometime.
But a lot of us are fans of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Very few of us got a chance to work with him. So after you dropped Mona Lisa with SARS, right? How did that come about where you were able to get Chris on Mona Lisa?
I mean, that was like a joint effort, to be honest. Like it was just me and my whole team and everybody that was involved in like the record and the EP in the first place. We knew that, okay, yeah, this song is getting really big. It's growing, it's doing its thing on its own, but like wanted that extra push to just take it to like the global market. So we had like ideas in our head and Chris Brown just like stood out. And I personally just knew that like he would like whatever he was going to do on it was going to be crazy because he just knows how to like flow. He just knows how to like sit on anything.
Absolutely. And he did the accent.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was super cool. Yeah, he came in like an Afrobeat himself.
He came in like an Afrobeat artist. Some people still think I wrote his verse, but I didn't write his verse.
No, he wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote that.
That actually, I was going to ask, did you have to listen to the way he said certain things and like change any of it?
No. Like once I heard it, I liked it. I was like, damn, this shit fire.
Yeah,
like,
he killed that.
Like I'm literally just like, cause I remember I was in SARS's house and like we had been talking about the remix and everything. And at this point, I was even like complaining to him that, yeah, bro, this whole thing's taking a long time. I just want to put out music right now. Like, I'm stressed at this point. Mm-hmm. And then he just pulls out his system. Like, he pulls out like a speaker and puts it on the table. And he just plays like music. And I'm just hearing like Mona Lisa. In my mind, I'm like, why this guy play Mona Lisa in like March 2022? Like,
yeah, right.
It wasn't even March. It was like maybe like January or February 2022. It's like 2022. And in my mind, I'm like, why this guy play Mona Lisa now? And then like kind of just hit. I'm like, wait, is that the remix? And then he's like, mm-hmm.
Oh, so you didn't know he was gonna be on it?
No, I knew he was gonna be on it, but like I didn't know he had sent back his verse. So when he sent it back, I think SARS got it first, and he just played for me because he likes doing that. He just likes like joking around. Like, I remember when I first dropped the EP, the initial EP, there was this video that he just put out like random, like 2 days before the EP, and it was a video of me like hearing Wizkid's verse on Love and Attention for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Whiskey was love and attention, and like genuinely, I thought like that verse was never gonna come. So we listening to the song, and I thought I was just hearing the song for like the 100th time again.
Yeah.
Only for me to like hear the verse, and I went crazy. But this time it didn't work though.
Well, because you knew. You kind of, after he
I
got
was
you
like,
the
what?
first time.
2022, you playing Mona Lisa, nigga? What you doing?
Well, shout out to SARS.
Yeah, shout out to SARS.
Love and Intentions, incredible body of work
Crazy.
you guys did. Was SARS involved with Gangster Romantic at all?
Nah, funny
So it was
enough.
a complete
like,
different
yeah,
direction?
I really wanted to just go, like, I wanted people to, like, see me and just, like, listen to me, Lojay, and, like, not, like, I didn't want the beats, like, the production on the project to be too, like, to be the main thing of the project. I wanted, like my artistry and the things I had to say to be, like, the main, like, point of the whole project. And that's one thing I love most about this project. It's just the fact that when people listen to it, I feel like they have a better connection with me. Even when I, like, talk to my fans, like, online, I could just feel that, like, they feel like they're closer to me. They feel like they know me. I've told them, like, stories about my heart.
Dude, it's very deep.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing. Normally, when I'm listening to Afro beats music, one thing it reminds me a lot of like reggae or like Spanish music where it just feels good.
Yeah.
There's always like a constant, just like a
Feeling good, yeah.
you know what I mean, like a bop to it. But your Afro beats music is very deep.
Yeah.
It has that bop, but it's very
there's a lot
deep. You talk
going
about
on.
some shit where I'm like, oh god damn.
Yeah, there's a lot going
It
on.
draws you like emotionally. Because you've had some pretty you've had a very interesting love life.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me bringing it up, you've been stabbed before. One of your exes.
Yeah, on my hand.
She stabbed you on the hand with a fork,
with a
right?
Fork, yeah.
That was that your fault or her fault? I mean,
That was okay. So like it was just like a really rough time in our relationship, and like things was just spiraling out of control. And then we both had like it had become really toxic for the both of us. But we was just like trying to work through it because she was stubborn, I'm stubborn, and there was just like this like we're trying to make it work. And like that particular day, I think like we had like an argument, and like it just really got like, and I think it got heated, and I tried to leave the room, and then she's like no, I'm not gonna leave the room. She locked the door, threw the key away. Then I'm trying to like reach to the door and like grab the door again. Oh no, I think she was trying to lock the door, then I tried to grab her or something, and so I hold her like just like, you know when you hold someone like your hands are like this, and I'm like hugging her from the back like stop. And next thing I just feel like a poof, like on my chest. And first I'm like I'm trying to like process the whole thing, and I feel like wait, this was sharp. Like it didn't feel like a punch. It felt more like something like sharp that hit my chest.
yeah.
And then the second one came, and I'm just like to block it, and just like went right into my skin right there.
Man, that is a love scar.
And like this ain't a love scar. This some fucked up shit, bro. Like, that's, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you ever have anybody in your life that gets a little too aggressive, take notes and like run away. I swear. But yeah, like I was stubborn in love, and I don't think I paid off good, bro. Apart from the songs.
Yeah, that's one thing though.
Crazy songs.
Like to make some of the best music, you have to go through some of the craziest stuff.
Yeah, that was a very crazy. That same day, my head got smashed with a kettle.
So didn't she smash you with a kettle on the head too?
No,
Was getting smashed on the head with the kettle before you got stabbed with the fork? After. So you didn't leave. You didn't after the night.
She had locked the door and touched the key.
So you were stuck.
I was trapped.
This sounds like a horror movie.
That's the funny thing. Like I was literally trapped, and it's like there was nothing to do. Like you can't fight your way out of that. You just let it pass.
Yeah. I absolutely. No, you can't. As a man, you mean you just gotta let it happen.
You gotta let it happen. That's the thing. Like that's like your I wouldn't call it a curse or burden, but like yeah, it is. It's one of those things in life that like you have to go with that. You can't go aggressive.
Absolutely.
You just have to, like, take everything that comes with it.
Absolutely.
That's why you have to be really careful as a guy, because like you could get pinned to the wall and like anything can happen to you.
Yeah, in general, as humans these days, everything can be recorded, everything can be
Everything
filmed.
can be recorded.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, you really gotta be careful. Like, make sure you don't put yourself in any situation that like is just gonna turn out nasty.
Don't get stabbed with a fork.
Whole cutlass on his waist, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my God.
It's Hollywood, man. Hey,
much-
listen, you've been in Nigeria. I'm sure you've seen some. I mean, Nigeria.
Yeah.
You spent time in, I'm going to say it wrong. It was a city of Ikodudu?
Ikorodu. So
Ikorodu.
yeah, that's like jungle, bro.
Really?
Yeah, that's not the nicest place.
So when you did you spend your childhood there?
Okay, so I had a very interesting childhood, right? My parents were together, but they didn't spend a lot of time together, right? So it's like they were married, but like he was always away, she was always with the kids, and like it almost felt like they were not together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like, so he would like travel a lot, like to like work and everything, and it was just me, my mom, my two other siblings, my uncles, two of them, and then my auntie. So it was like 7 of us, sometimes 8, 9, and it wasn't like in a 3-bedroom house. Yeah, so like, and that was in Ikorodu. But here's the thing, my dad at the time, he had a little bit of money. So like, when he would come back to Lagos, like to be with the kids, he would be around for like 2-3 days. But you see those 2-3 days, we was living.
Yeah,
like, anything
living
you
it up.
need, just like, you know, you get you get snacks, you get all the nice things, you know. Now you can eat outside. But after 3 days, 2 days, once he leaves, there's food at home.
Damn, and you said it was it was like a jungle.
Yeah, so it was like.
Did you ever have to hunt? Like
No,
for your
not
food?
that type of jungle.
I don't know,
bro.
man. When you say it's a jungle, I mean, okay, my bad for assuming.
It was just rough. Like, it was just like.
Okay.
Korea is not like the nicest place. Like, it's not nice at
My
all.
bad.
Like, they have
pictured
like.
you out there with a spear, like grabbing the food. You never know, man. I feel like an asshole. I apologize to all my Nigerian fans and friends.
No. It's not like that. I can't lie. I had someone in my high school.
That's where I wanted you to clarify, because when you said jungle, where my mind went.
Nah,
Okay.
Jungle, Lagos is actually developed. Like, it's crazy. But like.
Yeah, I knew about Lagos, but I didn't know about that specific area.
Ikorodu is in Lagos.
Oh, okay.
It's like a rough part of Lagos. Like, it's like there's a lot of mess of stuff.
But then you went to Canada, right?
No, I went to school in the UK. So that's what I'm saying. It's like there was this like, it was so awkward. It was like when I'm with dad, I'm like enjoying life and I'm like up, and then when dad goes away and it's just me and mom, it's like my mom is very like, she's a very conservative person, very prudent, very disciplined. So in her life, it was like, okay, you wake up in the morning, you do your chores, like it was just so, So it was like, I was getting like both worlds in a way, like, and it was just so mind-boggling sometimes. It was like, yeah, it was ups and downs. We lived in Ikorodu. It was rough. I cried most of the time.
Damn.
But like, and I feel like I cried because, and I find it so fucked up, but it's like you're living a life that's like here, right? And it's like, this is all, if this is all you know, you're happy, right? Then someone comes and takes you here for like 2-3 days, then brings you back down for like 28 days.
Yeah.
And now you're like depressed.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, like why'd you have to leave? Type thing, yeah.
But nah, like honestly, I like my parents. They did like the best they could. Like they're actually amazing.
Well, your mom was a church goer,
yeah,
right?
she's a pastor. Like
So-
like I said, like when we were in the house and it was just my mom, you would know that you're in a house of a pastor. Like you know that you're in a house of a disciplined woman. Like she don't take no crap. Like,
So how did your mom feel when, I think you were in secondary school and you came out in a rap group? Decoy?
yeah, you know what's funny?
She must have been hella pissed.
She wasn't even pissed. She was just, for her, it was just fun. Like, it's like, okay, he's having a good time. He's finding himself. He's enjoying it. Cause then it was just a hobby. Like it wasn't like I was like, Mom, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. It was just like, okay, yeah, I did a song, and it's nice, and everyone in my school likes it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Nice.
How does she feel now? Now that you're
Now
on the charts.
I mean, yeah, she loves everything. Like, cause
Amazing.
I think she was the parent that that knew what I wanted to do earlier. Like she like I said, she spent the most amount of time with me. So
Yep.
like, she knew me, she knew what I wanted, she knew what like moved me, and she kind of knew from a very early, in a way, sometimes even like before me, she kind of knew that like this boy is a like performer, like he's like which according to her, she didn't necessarily see me as a musician or anything. She just knew that like when it came to performing, I just knew how to perform. Like I would just like when like I would play like Michael Jackson CDs, because we had like this like Michael Jackson CDs, and that had like all his music, or not all of his music videos, but like 12 of his songs and music videos, and I would just play it, and I would be dancing and like performing the whole thing to myself, like in the living room, and it's just me. And I've had like, I think I remember 2 weird occasions where like I'm performing and I look back and my mom's just watching me like.
You did it.
So it's like moments like that, I just look at it in retrospect and I'm like, she's probably looking at that like, yeah, this boy is like.
She knew.
Yeah, he's a performer. He's not like, he's not he's not someone that wants to go to school and like do the average 9-to-5 life. This boy's he's a free spirit. Like he likes
nothing about you is average. You have accomplished a lot of great things in your young career.
I mean, I got
far.
some. I mean, my cooking's average.
You were okay. Well, I'm musically, I'm not gonna put average on you. So Love and Attention.
Yeah.
Great body of work.
Amazing.
Gangster Romantic.
Yeah.
Another great body of work. And I loved how introspective it was.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to enough Afro beats, but this was the first time I heard of Afro Beats project, and it was very introspective.
Yeah, very
talking about shit you really went through.
Yeah, shit that I actually went through, and shit that
and you almost won the so I had to do some more research on what this was, but the Headies.
Yeah,
That's
Headies.
a big award in Nigeria,
in
right?
Africa, in fact.
Were you pissed when you didn't win the best new artist wave?
I wasn't pissed. I'm not
a little bit.
To be honest, I think there and then I realized that I wasn't really like particular about like all these like award shows. Like if you really know the music industry and how all of these things work, you would never take it seriously.
Absolutely.
And that's why I was just like, okay, yeah, cool.
And you won, like, in my heart, you have won all the awards in the sense you worked with WizKid on your first project.
You know
out
what's
the
funny?
gates.
Like I was nominated for 4 awards. I think it was 4. And there was the next rated. There was the best songs or best. All I know is out of the 4, I know that there was one that was mine. That one I'll say for a fact. I'll say with my chest. I don't know where this thing is going to go, but everybody that's watching it knows that there was at least one that was mine. And when that didn't go my way, that I remember I had a conversation with SARS, and I was like, 2 things. 1, this is crap. 2, I'm hungry. Like it just makes me like, okay, yeah.
That's all I'm gonna ask. If it demotivated you or motivated you.
If anything, it just motivated me, but not because I felt like I wanted it for the validation. It's like I wanted to show myself that this shit is nothing. Cause like it's like, yeah, it's not that deep. And I'm not pressed about it either because I know I'll still get it, like regardless. SARS is the greatest producer that Afrobeats has ever seen. And he won his first Headies last year with Mona Lisa.
That's what I'm saying.
That was his first Headies for like best producer.
Yeah, so you're gonna get yours.
He's taught people that have won it before him.
Yeah. A lot of the awards
you really can't take it. Yeah, you really can't take it so seriously.
Definitely.
Like, you can't look at it like, oh my God, I didn't win. So does that mean I'm not like
No, and you've had so many wins. You have the most Shazammed Afrobeat song ever. Was that Mona Lisa?
Yeah, Mona Lisa.
That's wild, man. So coming from growing up in Nigeria, and then do you live in the UK now, or you live
No,
there still?
I live in Nigeria.
Still?
Yeah, still, yeah.
Okay, so when you come visit, are there things like in America or the UK that are weird to you? Things that like just you're like, that's kind of weird. Like they do this or that.
You're taking pictures now.
Yeah.
But, I don't think anything is weird. So I went to school in the UK. I went to school in University of Portsmouth. So like I'm used to like I've traveled enough to just know that okay, yeah, this is how the world works. This is how different places work.
Well, okay, I'll give you an example of something. In Mexico, when I go visit Mexico, a lot of this is gonna sound gross. I don't know why it's my first example, but a lot of the bathrooms, they have trash cans. They're not used to flushing their toilet paper because it just makes the pipes go bad. So it's like a thing when you go to certain parts in Mexico, there's a trash can next to the toilet. So I'm saying, is there anything in Nigeria that's just different? That's like when you come to the States or you go to the UK, you're like, oh, we do it a little bit differently back home.
I mean, shit, just everyday life.
But give me some examples, like maybe.
Like, okay, so Lagos is one of the most, is one of the wildest places you would ever go in your life. I promise you, I'm not even joking.
In what sense? Like partying wild,
In
safety
everything.
wild?
Okay, so I'll give you an example of like what my typical day looks like when I land in Lagos.
Okay.
Right? So I land in Lagos. We usually call like there's like this like DSS airport security people you could call. They'll literally pick you up from like the immigration like before you even stamp your passport and they'll walk you through that like very quickly. I don't know if you guys have that in America, but that's something that a lot of people in Nigeria use. And then you get to like you stamp your passport. Some people can even go in without stamping your passport. That's how crazy it is. But you do the whole, you probably wait for your suitcase for like 2, 3, 4 hours. Like, yeah. So, and then once you get out of the airport, that's where Nigeria really starts to hit you. Because like everybody starts to tell you things like, oh, how far? How you doing? Like anything for the boys, anything for them. You get, and then you go outside and then you see a crowd of people and everybody's making noise. Like no one is speaking like this. Like permit me to scream, but everyone's like, literally that's the volume of Lagos.
What are they screaming about?
No, that's just the volume of Lagos. Like it's
loud.
Loud.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just everyone's just like loud. It's like New York in a way.
Okay.
Where everyone's just like speaking at the top of their voice. This guy is like on you, like, oh, let me help you carry your bag.
Yeah.
So it's just rowdy. It's just like, so like I feel like every time I travel, it's like just little things like just walking on the road and like everywhere is calm and the road is good and you can drive without entering into potholes like regularly. It's just everyday life that's just different. Like between like the UK and Nigeria. I'm not saying that Nigeria isn't, I'm not saying the UK or the US is better than Nigeria. It's just different.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
So like if you're like a calm, reserved person that like you don't like loud noises and you don't Lagos will stress you out.
Okay, so it's loud out there.
Yes, loud out there.
Okay. Now what about some food? What's something in Nigeria that you miss when you're here? It's like some good food.
Yeah, the food in Nigeria is crazy. It's really good.
What do you guys eat? What are you guys known for?
So it depends. Like, so you know, Nigeria has like about over 400 tribes and 700 dialects.
No, I did not. 700 dialects?
Yeah.
Jesus
over
Christ.
700, right?
Is it
over 700?
There's a popular one or two, right?
So there's the top 3, the most popular 3, which is like Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa.
Okay, what's your primary?
I'm Yoruba.
Yoruba, okay.
So it's like Yoruba people are usually from the southwest. The Igbo people are usually from the southeast, and Hausa/Fulani people are usually from the north of Nigeria.
Okay.
So it's mostly north and south, but the south is divided into the southwest and the southeast.
Okay.
And each place has like special delicacies.
Okay, what's a delicacy where you're from?
For example, like for Yoruba people, there's something called amala.
Amala
and iwedu. If you go to Nigeria, just ask for like amala and iwedu. So you eat it with your hands, right? It's like this, like
The little ball where you like pick it
yeah.
apart and
So
then
so you pick it apart and then you mix it with the soup.
I
And
see
now,
Michael Blackson eating that all the
yeah,
time.
but you see the soup, yeah, it's like flooded with like meat, like there's so much beef. So as you're picking the amala, you're picking like meat and everything. Nah, it's
That
actually
sounds
such a good,
delicious.
and it's one of those things where I never used to like it. I just never liked it because I never let myself like it. I never like ate it. And then one time I went to like a place called Ibadan in Nigeria. It's in Oyo State, right? And it's kind of like almost, I think it's the birthplace of Amala. But it's a place where like they're primarily known for like Amala in that place. And then I went there, and first of all, like they gave me like this tub. It's like almost like a tub, and then they put the Amala inside. Then they put the soup and like all the stews and everything. So it's like probably this much amala and like this much soup. So the amala is inside the soup. So
You have to reach
stick
in.
your hand and you grab the amala, grab the meat.
I think that makes food better when you eat with your hands.
I can't lie to you. It does. Like
It's scientific, you know.
Yeah,
They say
it
because your
does.
hands get a sense of it before your mouth gets
it's
to eat it.
it really does. Like it's there's a lot of things that like there's a lot of things that are like that where like the Western world says, oh, this is not like appropriate. But now we've all just circled back and we're like, oh wait, actually we were wrong. This is actually the way it is to do it.
Yeah.
Like even like things like walking on the ground with your bare feet. It's a very, very like if you have like if you're close to like the beach or anywhere where you have like grass on the floor, try taking off your shoes and just walk with your bare feet.
Why is that?
It connects you to the ground like more. It's different. Like you don't feel like when you walk with this, you're detached. Like you're touching the ground, but you're not touching the ground. When you walk with your bare feet, there's just something about it. It's like when you're walking in the sand and just sticking your leg in the sand and everything. You feel more connected than if you were wearing shoes.
I like that. Yeah, it sounds true. Now I gotta ask you about a specific moment that happened this past year or two.
Tell me.
Chance the Rapper came.
Yeah.
Was that in Ghana?
Oh my God! How do you know about that? How do you know about that?
Come on,
Tell
I
me,
did my
what did you tell him?
research. No. So were you involved with the festival?
So I wasn't involved with this festival, not this one. No.
Okay, but it was a big moment, right?
Yeah, it was. It was actually a very, very big moment.
What did you
in
get so
Ghana.
excited about? Did Chance hit you when he
Oh,
came
no,
in town or anything?
that wasn't even. It wasn't even this last one. It was the December before. We were in studio together with me, Chance, and Vic Mensa actually.
Wow.
Yeah, in Ghana. So I was like, "What? How did you know about that session?"
Yeah, I knew about that session, man. Where's the song at? No, did you guys record some songs?
Yeah, we did actually.
Where are they at? When do we get to hear the Chance, Lojay, Vic Mensa?
Funny enough, somewhere I know who has the song, and I know who wants to drop the song, but I don't know if I should like give the details because it might not be my song. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but you think the song will come to? We will hear it one day.
I think it's something. Cool.
Okay, Vic, Chance, let's go. We gotta get one of them on that.
You got 30 seconds to respond.
Yes. Now, something that came up last year. I just wanted to ask your opinion on this. Akon was mentioning how being Senegalese, right? If I'm correct, he's from Senegalese. He said he laughs at the Western idea of like one wife, have a bunch of kids, go take care of all your kids. So you branching out into different markets, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you find love in the UK or you find love in the US. Are they gonna have to get used to the way you kind of do marriage in Nigeria? Or are you gonna adjust to the Western ways of looking at marriage? Or are you gonna stay like home?
I think when Akon was saying it, he was actually also speaking from like a religious perspective. Because I know in Islam, you're allowed to, but here's the catch, right? And it's how they describe it in Islam that like strikes me the most. And the Prophet, I'm not Muslim, but yeah, the Prophet says, if you're allowed to marry multiple wives if you can love them equally.
Yes, and take care of them.
Love all of them and take care of them equally, which it's I don't know if you can love 4 people.
Yeah, that's wild.
Equally,
That's wild.
like and take care of them equally. So I think in a way he was kind of like being ironic.
Okay, so it was more his Islamic belief.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that like whenever I read it, it almost feels like almost ironic in a way. Because like oh, can I marry 4 wives? Oh well, if you can love and take care of all of them equally, yeah. So it's like the idea of like polygamy to me personally, I just don't see how that can work. Like the point of love in itself is for me to sacrifice every other like feeling I probably can possibly have for any other person for you, and like have you be the primary person in my life. Like anything outside that, I don't know what we're actually doing. Like why would I want to be with someone else if I know that it's gonna hurt this person's feelings? And if I'm doing something that I know is gonna hurt this person's feelings, how can I tell this person that I genuinely love her?
Yeah, man. You're gonna make a woman very happy. I don't know why I thought maybe that was like something Akon adopted from growing up in Africa.
No,
but
I
that's
think
more of his
I
Islamic roots.
Yeah, I think it's based off
Okay.
his Islamic roots. But
Okay.
even at the same time, like I said, like the Quran, I think there's even more context to it than
No,
even-
you're right though. If you can
even
take
that,
care
yeah.
of multiple,
But yeah, I mean, you can, and
Well-
if I think your initial wife or your first wife or all your first 3 have to approve of this new
of the-
person
of-
as
of
well.
the new people.
So you can't just do it behind their back or do
Yeah,
it
yeah.
without, regardless however of how they feel.
yeah,
Like they have to say, okay, yeah, cool.
yeah.
I agree for you to like take in another wife, and we will all live together happily. Which
I don't know how anyone could do that.
I don't know how you
Yeah.
want to do that, especially not in like this day and age. Like
yeah, impossible.
if my sister pulled up on me and was like, "Oh, my husband's trying to get another wife." Okay, so are you leaving or like?
Yeah, no, fuck that.
You can't be there.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, back to the music. I wanted to ask your opinion on that, but we got to highlight the music. Gangster Romantic is out now.
Yes, it's out now.
If someone's discovering Lojay, what's the first song you want them to listen to?
Jesus Christ.
If they can only hear one song of yours.
They could only hear one song of mine. I can't lie to you, the song is not even out yet, bro.
What about one of the songs that is out?
I'll probably just say Mona Lisa.
I was gonna say, yeah, Mona Lisa.
That's like
Feels right.
that feels like a very nice start to like, okay, this is Lojay.
Absolutely. I love that available.
Yeah, available.
Available is great. That's I'm really excited to see what you have in store. So album's out now. What single are you dropping next?
Funny enough, the album is out right now. I don't want to give too much away, but my next project, I have another project coming soon, and it's a joint project.
Oh,
Yeah, with another guest.
A guest producer or
With a
guest
guest talent.
artist? So it's you and an artist
With a
this
guest
time around.
talent.
Okay.
The person is a talent. That's all I can say.
Very exciting.
Heck,
Very
it could be an actress. It's a talent.
Oh snap! You got something coming. Something
I'm just
special.
saying, yeah, but yeah, it's really special.
Okay, and it's around the corner.
It's around the corner.
Okay, very exciting.
I'm
very
really
exciting
excited about that one.
Well, yeah, I've been feeling good all weekend listening to
thank you.
Love and Attention, like everything just feels good. Your music feels good, very introspective.
Yeah.
For this new project, new music, we can expect the same great Afro beats.
I feel like it's even, in a sense, I kind of built on like the sonically I built on what I had already done on Gangster Romantic. So it's so beautiful. Like literally, like I still heard it like yesterday, and every time I hear that project, I'm just like, yeah, I really can't wait for you guys to hear it. But yeah, don't worry, there's a lot of music.
Okay, very exciting, man. Is there anybody you want to shout out before we hop off?
I'm in LA, Yeah,
You made it.
Yeah.
From Lagos to LA.
I'm on
man.
Dash Radio.
On the
So yeah,
radio, man.
if you need any milk, just like text me right now.
Yeah.
Like probably send you some milk.
I apologize to everybody in how do I say your hometown again?
In
Akado?
Ikorodu.
Ikorodu.
But that's not my hometown. My dad's from Ogun State, Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State.
Okay.
My mom is from Agenebode in Edo State.
Okay.
And yeah, I would just, whenever people ask me, I just say I'm from Lagos.
Okay.
I promise you, there's a couple of my aunties that are going to be so pissed that I said that. Like last time I did that, all of them text me. It's like,
Yeah, take pride. Ukorodu.
it's like they put in the group chat, like
Yeah.
you're from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. You're not from Lagos State. But yeah, I kind of claim Lagos because that's where I was born. That's where I was
Makes
raised.
sense. Yeah,
That's
it's
all
like
I know.
anybody from around Los Angeles generally claims Los Angeles is the most known.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. It's like it's the same thing. So I usually just claim Lagos because
Okay.
like, yeah.
Shout out to Lagos. Final question before we end this: how do you pronounce your name? Your actual name?
My actual name is Lekon Oshifeso Jr. So that's how I got Lojay.
It's-
Lekon L Oshifeso O Jr.
Lekon of Lekon
Oshifeso.
Oshifeso
Oshifeso.
Oshifeso
Junior.
Lekon Ofisheso Jr. Lekon Ofisheso Jr. My God.
Lekon Oshifeso.
Lekon Ofisheso
Oshifeso.
Oshi.
Yeah, Oshife.
Oshifeso.
Yes.
Lekon Osifeso.
No!
Damn it! I was so close. Lekon Ofisheso.
Lekon Oshifeso.
Oshifeso.
No, Oshifeso.
Oshifeso.
Can you try it? Can you?
Damn,
This is
Oshifeso.
for real.
Oshifeso.
Yeah, Oshifeso.
Lekon Oshifeso.
Oshifeso.
Oh, God damn it.
Ah.
I was close, man.
Nah, that's alright.
Lojay, thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much,
good.
man.
Thank you,
Dash
guys.
takes pride in having people earlier in their career before they're out of here. So by the next time we talk, you'll have tons of Headies
Amen.
lined up. Grammys on the way.
Amen.
And,
I'll be so bored of
and the
them.
plaques.
And the plaques.
You got plaques already.
You see the plaques. That's the real award for me. That's based on numbers. That's based on people actually streaming your shit. And right now, I got like how many now? 2. I got 3 now.
3 now, more on the way.
Mona Lisa is about to go platinum in Canada, and then go platinum in the US in like 38 weeks.
Shout out to Chris Brown.
Shout out to Chris Brown, my people.
Did you get a chance to meet him while you're in LA?
Actually, I actually haven't reached out. I think he's on tour.
Come on, Chris.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think he's in America.
Next time he's back, you gotta
because
make
he's
it
on
happen.
tour. Yeah.
Lojay, thank you so much. How do we say bye in your language?
Udabo.
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 Yeah.
Udabo. We're out.